very considerate
And,
of you.
yeah, I know, we're just that kind of people, you know.
Well, I
Well,
want to
always
know
thinking of somebody else. But
how you landed on this particular one.
hi, I'm Russ. I'm rebuilding a 1977 Mobile Traveler motorhome, and this is all about the MT and me. And we're back once again, and joining me is sister-in-law Tammy. Hi.
Hey.
In-law. She's not an in-law.
I'm a sister. We dropped the in-law a long time ago.
They got
Okay.
a divorce. We kept her.
Yes.
It's Tammy. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is Tammy. But so anyway, we're going to show Tammy around and show you the MT.
The MT.
The MT. That's
Okay.
Mobile Traveler.
I thought y'all were saying empty.
Empty. A lot of people have asked us, why did you buy this? I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of old. It was a lot dirtier when we got it. We've cleaned it up, got the
Oh.
lichen off the outside now. But it was
Gotcha.
old and dirty. It doesn't run. We had to haul it 700 miles to get it here, you
Right,
know. So
yeah.
and those are all very valid questions.
Well,
But-
yeah.
But we actually had a list of we put together a list of things we wanted in a motor home,
Right.
realizing from the very start that we weren't going to find one that
That
fit
fit
this
the bill.
list. Right, we were going to
Right.
have to build what we wanted.
Right,
you know.
right.
But we're trying to find something that was as close. And the reason we have the MT is that it's close on so many points. You know,
Okay.
one, style. It's got style. Look at this. The styling is aerodynamic, which is really unusual for
Right.
1977. It's something that Mobile Traveler was really a pioneer in. Now you look at motorhomes today, and they're all pretty aerodynamic looking.
Right.
But now this one with the fiberglass top, the little sides over here, they call these wings. The little fiberglass, just a
Gotcha.
panel that covers the sharp edge between the cab
Right.
and the body of it. You know? So the airflow is great, you know, and that gives you probably just a very small improvement in gas mileage.
Right.
But we want to be as ecological as we can. So as eco-conscious, try to reduce carbon footprints. So we figure every mile counts, you know. And another thing is just the overall size. The MT is 21.5 feet long.
Okay.
And by motorhome standards, that's short.
Yes.
That's pretty small.
It is
you
pretty
know.
small.
But the catch is we can park it almost anywhere.
True. True.
And another thing is we wanted to be able to get in and out of standard service stations and all,
Yeah.
so that we wouldn't interfere with truckers. Because they drive for a living, and we
Right.
don't want to get in their way, you know, either on the road or off the road or in a truck stop or anywhere.
It's very considerate
And
of you.
yeah, I know, we're just that kind of people, you know.
Well, I
Well,
want to
always thinking of somebody else. But
how you landed on this particular one.
here again.
Let's go inside.
Okay, yeah,
And-
come around. We'll go inside.
And you have a missing door.
The door is another reason we bought this one.
The door is the reason you did?
It actually had a door, well, about 2/3 of a door on it.
Okay.
And the 2/3 of a door didn't make it from Nebraska.
Where did my door go? It was on there in the video. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm guessing you lost it in transit. I was putting a new one on anyway.
It's all right.
So, anyway, follow me.
Okay.
You were asking why we ended up with this particular one. In some of the early online searches we did, looking at RV dealers all around the country, really, and these Mobile Travelers popped up on this dealer in Nebraska on their website.
Now, we were shopping by year model.
Right.
You wanted something in the 70s.
We wanted something we could work on.
Okay.
So we were looking at mid to late 70s, probably not past mid 80s before you really start getting into some serious computerization on motors, and we were going to try to avoid that if at all possible. So something very, very basic and serviceable. And so that's what got us looking, and we spotted these I say these. There was this one and another one in particular, one that was 18 foot, slightly shorter. They had two of those on the lot. Really weren't finding these anywhere else. They were kind of unique, you know. So it just caught our eye, and we liked the looks, we liked the style, so that's something a little different, you know. And then we kept looking, you know, because they were in Nebraska, and we thought, shoot, we ain't gonna go to Nebraska and buy a old RV, you know, we're not that crazy. We're not gonna do something that's insane. So we kept looking and looking, and the more we looked, the better they kept looking. And then Cherie's birthday came up, and I thought, you know, I'm going to take you to Nebraska so we can actually see these things. Oh, wow. So we hopped in the car and made a flying weekend trip to Nebraska. I don't think the salesperson I was talking to really thought we were going to show up. He kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, you're here." Hi. So,
you drove from Arkansas to Nebraska.
So we drove to Jerry's RVs in Norfolk, Nebraska, Johnny Carson's hometown. Wow. I actually saw Johnny's house where he grew up. It was right there on Main Street. Wow. So we went to Jerry's in Carson. Oddly enough, is the name of our salesperson. There might be a connection there of some sort. So Carson just kind of let us loose. This MT and bunch of other older RVs were all on a lot downtown. Not their main lot, but an old lot of theirs. So we spent a couple hours there looking at this and all the others around, you know, and they kept coming back, and, you know, we kept thinking, all right, well, we need to see. So then we got to him, we talked price, he wanted more than we wanted to pay, and we were, you know, still thinking about, I don't know what it's going to cost me to move it, although he did give me the name of a mover that had moved an RV that was actually sitting next to this one on the lot just a few months earlier. So anyway, so we said, all right, well, thank you very much, and we took our estimate, our numbers, and we came back home. We kind of figured, well, we need to keep looking. You know, that was fun, but not practical.
And we found some other RVs, but they were all wooden.
Yeah, we found some other RVs, and we'll get to that wood part in a minute here. I'll show you. And we even saw a couple of other, even saw one or two other MTs came up on the market, but boy, they didn't last long at all. I mean, before we could even get a, hey, how you doing in, and that sucker had sold, you know. And I said, well, there must be something to this. So we did some research on the company and found out these are extremely well made, especially for mid to late 70s. One of the reasons is this right here. The entire, this is all welded steel framing.
Gotcha.
And you can see that real heavy piece of steel going across there, and it goes down the two corners as well, and runs all the way, frames this entire box in. There's another one on the front that goes across that fiberglass front shell attaches to. And then you got these cross beams all the way across, you know, the 3 lateral and then all the cross beams. So it's literally a welded metal cage that this thing's built in. And most other RVs are wooden framed, or they might be partially aluminum framed with a lot of wood involved too. And these things are completely metal framed.
That makes it even more durable.
So it's durable, it's stable, it's stable. We really think, although I sure don't want to try it, but I think you could roll this thing and it would stand a pretty good chance of surviving, you know, reasonably intact and being repairable at least.
If somebody rear ends us, we'll have to pay for the front end of their vehicle.
They rear end us, they're in for a surprise.
We'll have to buff the scratches out of the MT. Okay.
And if you look at,
I would put a bumper, another bumper sticker back there. It's like Do not tailgate
Do
this.
not tailgate at your own risk.
Right, exactly.
And we know from looking at so many RVs online that, you know, they're selling them because they're damaged or something like that. And the prime damage, two places. One's going to be in that cab over area,
Right.
and the other is the back corners here on each side, where they back into something or somebody runs into them and tears up the back end or a corner. That's where the damage always shows up.
Right.
Unless you occasionally get one that a limb comes through the roof or something, you know, but they really are kind of rare. And this one here, the outside of the back is aluminum. You can kind of barely see it on. Yeah, you can kind of barely see. This is a spray insulation that they put on. Yeah, that's part of the aluminum seal. That's the actual roof that you're looking at, the bottom side of it.
Okay.
And then of course it's got that and then the liner that goes inside of here. That's actually I tore that out because it was starting to fall, so I needed to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Back to choosing this particular RV, we kept coming back to, and then I ended up calling Carson back, you know, and he had come down on the price from what they initially asked, over half, as a matter of fact. So I finally got in touch with this the trucking company and talked to that guy, and he gave me a real good price on moving it, you know. So at least I thought it was. I was expecting more than that, fat aces, and so.
Just so much, like another word, you know.
So and finally, I decided one day, let's take the plunge. You know, I got things worked out with Nick. You know, we've got a weekend picked, and I called Carson back. We got it all taken care of, paid for, and Nick took care of picking it up. Gets ready to come down here, and he calls me. He says, "You need to know that we had a little problem. One of the wheels doesn't move." Now,
I saw that, yeah.
really? Okay. So
Is
yes,
it just locked up?
It's locked up. It presented interesting problems. He managed to get it on the trailer and got it down here, but when it came time to get it off, we couldn't just roll it off the trailer. And if you'd like to hear the rest of that story, you'll find it in our video, The Big Reveal. Also, if you want to see that entire list of our dream RV features, you'll find that here. As always, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Just click our logo here in the corner. Next time, we'll finish our visit with Tammy and we'll show you some of the outtakes, some of the more humorous moments of the interview. I'm Russ. Ree's behind the camera, and we'll talk later. Yeah, it's missing a few things. Carburetor.